Oh yeah, baby, we're live. What's up, everybody? This is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist. And you happen to catch one of my lives if you're watching this right now. If you're not, don't worry about it. It's going to be recorded. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do a portrait painting, one of my awesome portrait paintings. Why? Because I can. That's why. Yeah, baby. Here we go. So this portrait painting is it's one of my expressionist works. I know so many people have asked me, dude, how do you do this expressionist works? It's very simple. You just do it. The more you think about it, the harder it's going to be. Someone told me the other day, there's really nothing you teach, you know? There's nothing we can learn from you. This is what this dude told me. Because you're so abstract. The way that you paint, it's not methodical. I'm like, dude, you might believe that. Okay? You might have a reason to believe that. But I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something, dude, from the internet. I'm trying to teach to not think so much about what you're doing. Really, the magic is in the not thinking so much. The more you think about what you're doing, the harder it's going to be. The more you think about what you're doing, the harder it's going to be to create artwork. And this is what most people don't get. This is where most people actually get sidetracked. They're like, oh, okay, well, how do you hold a brush? How do you thin your paint? How do you prepare the canvas? Dude, you're doing it all wrong. You're doing it all wrong. You're doing it like everybody else out there is doing it. They're trying to be like, oh, I learned from this artist and this is how I do it. And you never get to paint the way you're supposed to paint because you're so trapped into trying to paint like another artist. So you never discover the real. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set people free, man. That's really what I'm trying to do. And a lot of people don't appreciate that because they're like, no, don't set me free. I don't want to be me. I want to be this other artist. And I'm like, dude, the other artist already exists. Why do you want to be the other artist? Why don't you do you? There's more strength in you. There's more. There's a lot more capacity in you. If you just believe, man. If you just, if you stop trying to be someone else, there's more capacity in you. This does not mean you shouldn't learn from others. This does not mean that you shouldn't learn from me if you like my jam. What I'm trying to say is you shouldn't try to follow it to a T because it doesn't serve you good. You lose. You lose when you do that, and you don't. It's not like you lose like oh my God, what am I gonna lose? It's not like you lose something like you lose missing out on you. So you miss out on you. If that makes any sense. It's like being super wealthy and trying to be like, oh, I wonder who gives me $1. Dude, you don't need $1. You're super wealthy. You're just not looking at yourself correctly. You're looking at I don't know. You're looking at how someone else is going to make it work for you. You're looking at it from the wrong perspective. And this is ultimately the stuff that I'm trying to show artists. Look, artists, you don't need to be chasing another artist. Learn from the artist. But man, the juice is already in you. The juice is already in you. You're not accepting it. Because you're so convinced that there, somewhere else, I'm going to learn this with this other artist. The art is really, I'm not capable. And this is what stops you. The fact that you're convinced that it's going to come from elsewhere. Sort of like love, you know, where we get convinced that our worth is going to come from elsewhere. Many times, not everybody, but many times. And so we go through life being like, can you give me my worth? Can you give me my worth? And what I'm trying to do here in my little workshops is let you know, look, no one can give you your worth. No one can give you your worth. No one can give you your style. No matter how much you watch my videos, no matter how much you watch someone else's video, you will never be someone else. Exactly. Alex Morris Art says you can never be someone else. And this is the thing that a lot of artists are trying to do that. We're trying to constantly do that. You know, we're trying to constantly be like, oh man, like show me everything. Show me exactly how you're doing. And I'm like, you don't need it. It's not that. You know, it's not even something that you need. What you need to do is put in the practice. You know, that's really all you need to do. Put in the practice. And then, yeah, you pick some stuff up. You know, you pick some stuff up here. You pick some stuff up there. It's totally cool. That's how many of us learn. But I wish somebody would have told me early on that I was never going to be someone else. You know, no matter how much I tried, I was never going to be Monet. I was never going to be Degas. I was never going to be any of those artists. And of course we understand that. It's not like we don't, but we still look for ourselves elsewhere. Even though we understand this, we still look, you know, it's almost like somehow I'm going to match this. You know, we still look. And that's what I'm trying to illustrate here. Like, no matter how much you paint like someone, it doesn't serve you any good. The only moments where you're going to start really, where something's really going to start serving you is when you start opening up to yourself. You start opening up to yourself, then you really start learning something. You know, you really start going into yourself. You really start learning what you are about. And again, no one can give you that. No matter how much you try. No matter how much someone else tried, it's going to even look robotic. It's not even going to look... This is why I see so many artists, they're like, I studied under this artist. And I'm like, no shit, you did. No shit, you did. It looks just like that artist. Where are you at? Where is you? You know? No shit, that artist gets all the attention and you don't. You know? I can see the artist there. I can't see you. That's the problem. You know, that's the problem. And so many of us get fixated on trying to do this work by like other artists. You know, but we can't find ourselves. We just can't find ourselves. And the reason why, it's because we're not willing to let go. We're not willing to let go. We're not willing to be like, all right, you know, maybe I start doing me. Well, how do I do that? How do I do that? Maybe you start doing you by allowing yourself to have flaws. You know, maybe you start doing you by allowing yourself to have mistakes, to not be so damn perfect, you know, in any way. Maybe you'll start allowing to be yourself by not caring about being yourself and just work. Maybe that comes out. I don't know. That seems to be one of the winners for me. If I'm like, man, I'm just not going to care about how the painting comes out, but I am going to paint it. I do care about painting, and I just don't really care about all the other mumble jumble in my mind. And then maybe something else comes through there. Maybe something real. You know? There you guys have it. My name's Jose Trujillo. I'm an artist. Let me show you the painting from close. Let me give you a little close-up. Here is my work. I hope you guys enjoy it. This is my mess. And yeah, pretty cool. All right, guys, take care. If you're watching this elsewhere, I don't know, on Instagram is right now, but if you watch this on YouTube or any of those other platforms, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, be awesome, and keep it real. All right, take care, guys. Adios.